the latest edition. Addition to my toolbox. It's a Yamaha WR250R. It's a 2010 and it's got 10,000 kilometers on it. And I just picked it up this morning and I'm going to take her up to Squamish and do a little mucking around. Cost a whopping $7.21. I had to figure out how to reset the trip meter. She's got a reserve indicator, but that's it. Different, all different. And she likes to rev high. This was all brought about by the Vietnam trip, where I was on a Honda CRF or CFR 250, and I had so much fun with it, and just decided that I wanted to get a smaller bike just for messing around. And so I looked at the CRF has been replaced by the 300, of course, and there's the KLX 300, and then there's the WR 250, and the WR250 makes more horsepower, with the caveat that it's all kind of mid and top range. The low end is not very torquey, but it's still more horsepower than the other two 300s. It's less weight by about 5 pounds. But the clincher was that it has a really a much better suspension than either one of those bikes. But in particular the Honda, which is known for being very soft and squishy and just not a great off-road suspension. And so I've been looking for one for, 2 months now. And this one finally came up 2 days ago, and I went and had a look at it this morning, and it was exactly what I was hoping for, and so here she is. And she's pretty stock. It's got a set of risers on it, on the handlebars. It's got a bash plate on it. A Seat Concepts seat. But yeah, it's pretty stock. And I don't really plan to do a whole bunch to it. I might get, a giant loop or some other frameless pannier set for it, very light for some very short duration camping, but I plan to keep her pretty light and pretty stock. So I'm excited to get her off-road and see how she does. We'll see how she does on the upper levels highway, which is kind of the fastest piece of road that I do regularly going out to my off-road riding. You definitely want to keep the revs up. She likes to be wound out. It's 94 kilometers an hour. Going uphill. But pretty comfortable, actually. Feels a lot peppier than the old Honda, the CRF 250 I was riding in Vietnam. Gorgeous day. Gorgeous. Well, she's confidently cruising at 100 kph, with enough to maintain that speed going through the corners and up the, basic grades on the freeway. Which is about what I expected. Of course, you got no fairing protection from the wind at all, so I wouldn't want to ride her around a lot in the cold, but it's pretty nice on a day like today when it's 21, 22 degrees. But definitely a different ride than the Tenere. You know, the Tenere, I fly up here doing 120 for most of the trip and passing all the cars. And on this one, I'm doing 100. And most of the cars are passing me. Smooth for a thumper. Possibly because she revs pretty high. But yeah, it's pretty nice ride. I turned off Furry Creek. It looks like that was a good decision. It's a parking lot going up the hill here. So Furry Creek is interesting. You know, if you've watched the channel, you've probably seen my Furry Creek video late last year, I want to say. I go in here quite a bit. It's the first piece of decent dirt north of Vancouver. But it's always a little intimidating because, you know, you do this very short, you know, like, I don't know, 100, 200 meters up a gravel road. And then you're onto quite a tricky little bypass or workaround around the gate. So it's a little nerve-wracking. I've only face-planted once coming down it. But it's definitely a little intimidating. And on this one, I feel a lot more confident, rightly or wrongly. This seems to have changed. It's almost like they've dug this out a little bit. Because you used to go straight over there and do a U-E here. But I don't recall this big thing. Yeah, we'll give it a try. Ooh, she's really soft here. Well, I don't think I would have done that with the Tenere. She definitely requires some clutch feathering because of that lack of torque down low. Back up here a little bit to get a bit of a run at this because it is fairly steep. Okay. Okay, wow. Definitely wouldn't have done that with the Tenere. She just kind of pulls right up it. I'm dabbing with my feet here, but not quite used to the position on the bike yet. But she definitely did that with quite a bit of ease. And these smaller bikes, you definitely want to sit more than on the big adventure bikes. You just don't really need to stand as much, and they feel a little, I don't know, a little twitchier when you're standing. Well, that was fun. Lots of people hiking in here today. Which I can totally see. It's a beautiful day. There's a road that goes up here to like a lake that fills the penstock for the little run-of-river project that's in here. I've never done it because the road is very steep. I went up the road once when I had the 690. Yeah, so you go up that hill there. Now, according to the map, there should be a Y up here. But it's not this one, because this one doesn't go anywhere. And And this was really steep the last time on the Tenere. I wonder if this is what it's talking about. Because this one's the one I've tried before, and it is steep. I'll give it a go. Well, it's farther than I've ever got on this. Definitely need a phone holder. Yeah, this is the right one. It's gonna go around and then want to branch over this way to go see this lake at Penstock. So, right, and right again. Well, that looks a little beyond my pay grade even on this bike. That's interesting. So you'd have to go this way a bit and then back. Maybe I'll go walk and have a look. Oh yeah. This part here is doable, but I don't think I want to do that. Very, very large rocks and a steep grade. Definitely not today. No, these grades are not doable. Yeah, look at this. Huh? Wow, that's a surprise. I wonder if this is part of the Britannia Bay system. This is part of the Britannia Bay piece. They've closed this one off here with a very rough cut and boulders, and so this one comes off this road, and yeah, if you could get past that section I just walked, you'd be into the Britannia Mines road, which they rather aggressively keep us out of. Thinking I might just try and do the Superman pivot on the side stand here. Which works remarkably well. The side stand on this thing is pretty skookum, bolted into the frame. All right, just got to get down without falling on my face. The seat form here really keeps you far forward, which I have read is where you should be. But it feels a little awkward to me. Okay. Feeling good. Part of this is just learning how the bike feels and what she likes and what she doesn't like. Sound there. Or part of it anyway. Back on the main Furry Creek Bridge. She's running pretty good. Lots of snow melt runoff. Is a lot of fun. It's just a very different feel. It feels squirrely compared to the Tenere. So it takes a bit of getting used to. And you really do got to keep the revs up. She doesn't like to lug. Beautiful. Well, I'm pretty happy with the bike. Once you get the speed up and you get used to the different geometry of it, you know, it starts to be lots of fun. You can get the speed up. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but it's amazing. And I'm going to have to end this because my mount is falling off the helmet.